wire wire. Melodious of fire. Meaning opens up makaya. Tempere tavaya. Komunati wire wire. Melodious of fire.
gangster.
Nice.
I'm too much.
Oh, well.
I'm too much. You're talking to the next president of clothing, bro.
That's what I want. That's what I want.
Look at the difference with the lighting. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer this or do you prefer this?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
So better than. Yeah, the other one is dark.
Okay. We have the lighting guys here, Chuck. And me, I'm prepared. Are you playing some hot tunes there? Top 100 and Trexos.
You know. You know.
Hey, Chuck, you in Trexos? Like, eh?
Yeah, I saw.
Hey, dude, I need your acapellas, brother. Wanna remix it in Brazil?
Oh, which ones? Both of them.
For Benda Rofiwe and Chapulu.
I'll prepare them.
Yeah.
I'll prepare them. That's dope.
Aniga, what you got? Aniga, what's that song? Yeah. I'll be doing this Katini live.
And you are live.
I'm live to you. I'm not seeing it on YouTube. Hey, let me check myself.
It's
nice.
They can hear what you say.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm ready for y'all, guys. Hope you're ready for me, guys.
We're just gonna be jamming the music now.
Yeah, Mr. Chuck, on your side.
Tronic says we are within, Baba.
Yeah, I like that. Let me check it from my side. Oh, that looks dope.
Or should I add this one?
Right. No, it's fine. I think it's fine. We're doing too much now.
Actually, I like that.
This one.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Leave it like this. Okay, cool. We're done now because we're gonna set up. You're gonna show the yellow boy. I wanted to show the bit of village darkness, but now. No, I'm happy. Your phone. I have my notes here also. So when I look down, you must know I'm looking at my notes somewhere here and there. If I need to, because I need to really educate. The light will come around in 12 minutes. I got a wedding dog. Oh, Chuck.
Oh, where?
Why are you smiling alone there?
I'm always happy, man.
Ungakubalawula ngobhesa awachurch. He's pushing business already, bruh, with the phone that I
Yeah, he's an entrepreneur.
Bro, I'm happy, fam.
That's good. That's good. Need you to be at the happiest of the states.
No, the thing is, I know before I even come to you, there's this energy that you require. It's a requirement. You know, some people they give you the requirements of their energy. If you come with other energy, they'll say, "I'm not feeling your energy. I don't feel right. You see? I must come with that pure energy."
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with them energies, man.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, ungabileli mfana. God will see you through.
You know.
H. What are those sweets? I miss those sweets.
It's my drugs.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Ah, those sweets. Fishermen's, ne?
Yeah, fisherman's friends.
Ah. Otega.
Bodega.
We are with
When
him.
you in trouble, you should call me. When you in pain, you should call
Don't
me.
leave me. Don't leave me.
Nabilela, iko uwamina, and itiro wamina,
You can put
budu
the lights on.
utaka. When you in trouble, you should call me. When you in pain,
No, it will change to 20 past, right, Chuck?
Yeah.
Nabilela,
Yeah.
iko uwamina, itiro wamina.
Amen. Come on, I'm ready. It hasn't started, Chief. You can start check it by 20. It hasn't started. The means of watching, but it will be online. Famous. Hey, Fob. I'm sorry. Kapala xikami xa mali se ma omini ka. Mala nkami wa nyana. What celebrity le? What majuzi? No, no, check this out. I want the guys from Brazil to be watching, so hey, they must watch. The beard game is on another level. Depends. Hey, shut up. Wait. I have a cat, bro. We have a bad relationship today because it was beating the new kittens.
Oh,
So,
shit.
I said, go back. It's jealous. It's thinking that the kittens are taking its position. So it became violent.
Let's relax. It's marking its territory.
Not on the group. It's the kittens. It's like the babies, bro.
They're gonna grow up.
By traumatizing them with the kittens and creating injuries, bro. The other ones almost lost an eye. I think we're starting now. Let me be.
Within my road, we're gonna go in now.
Do I mute my sound?
Nah.
Okay, I don't mute.
You
Okay.
can leave it like that. I'm just gonna play this song until maybe the middle of the song.
Okay.
Oh, well. The music, man.
What is it doing?
Hey, man. The music has good feeling, man. That's good feeling.
We need that energy, bro.
Yeah.
We need that energy during this hard times, you know.
The deluxe album is out.
It's out, dude. It's trending.
I was
It's at number 63 on the charts. 63.
on Traxsource.
Yeah.
Now we must get it up. Must get it up to the top 10.
Yeah. It's going there. It's heading there.
Oh,
People
wow.
wanting the remixes from Greece. Come on, dude.
That's dope.
Come on.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Wow, we're in this. We're in this. Away. Welcome again to the Indie State Podcast. You know what it is, man. Today I have the future president of menswear and clothing in the world, Mr.
Yo,
RoneeDeep.
what's up? Man?
I'm
What's
good.
up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for having me, man.
You
Thank you
know.
for
How you
having me.
been, man? How
Yeah,
you been?
I've been doing good,
Oh, wow.
adapting, ups and downs.
Oh,
But
well.
yeah, we're living, man.
They need
Yeah,
it. They
we're
need it.
living.
Everything is needed for us
Yeah,
to be strong. You know this.
all the
So
time, bro, all the time.
yeah, you already know. I've been asking this guy for the people who are with us right now. I've been asking this guy for the past 3 years to design me a wardrobe. And he has come up with some ideas that are cool. It's just my confidence that I have to get to that level.
Yeah.
But now I really want that advice. That's why I wanted us to have this conversation. Let me who's Ronnie Deep and where did the love of fashion come through? Because I know who you are and we always have conversation. But for somebody who's maybe it's the first time, what can you tell us about yourself?
Okay. Ronnie Deep, let's start by me giving you my actual name or real name, Matimba Rodney Baloyi. There's a village kid, man, who was born in Guyana, in a village. Then, moved to the farms here around Johannesburg with my grandparents while my mom and while my mom was studying and my dad was working, hustling. And yeah, man, I'm just a village boy who is just passionate, creative, loves what he's doing, and always learning. And yeah, man, I'm just that guy, crazy guy, sometimes funny, sometimes too spiritual, but yeah, I'm just a creative man, and I just love clothing. Then became a lifestyle to me. Yeah,
Yeah, where did the love for clothes start? Is it something that is deep rooted in the family? Is it a talent that some of us might not have? Where did it start?
I think I've said the story a lot of time to those who follow me, but it would be good for me to share it here.
I will.
Um, growing up from a previously disadvantaged family, you wouldn't get all the clothes that you would want. At school, there were days where you would wear, clothes from home.
Yeah,
And, as young people would, like compare clothes, I have a Nike, I have, this kind of brand, I have Adidas and stuff. And I didn't have that, you know,
yeah,
unfortunately. I used to get clothes from Jet, you know,
yeah.
the price.
You know.
But then there were some days where I would get clothes from, hand-me-down clothes from my grandparents. But the confidence wasn't there. But you would see the clothes were actually good clothes, but because of, living in a society where the brand then makes you greater, rather than understanding what you're wearing.
Yeah,
And I then developed the love when I then saw my grandfather, wearing very classy despite the circumstances. He would wear classy, even just going to work, even though he wasn't, his kind of job wasn't accommodating suits,
oh, okay.
example, but he would wear suits going there, and that then developed. But I never realized it until I grew up, and I started following this path of menswear lifestyle.
So this is a
Yeah,
family. Your family, it's something that through the hand me downs they were culturing you,
yeah.
or they were instilling this love for elegant clothes in you.
Yeah, I would give that to my grandfather. He's an elegant man. Eh? Even now, he's 85. Shout out to him.
Shout
He
out to
has some
Grandpa.
kind of suits he will never give he will never give me until he dies. That's what he says. That's a funny thing. But yeah, he said I'll I can have his wardrobe when then he's gone. But yeah, he's an elegant guy.
That's dope, man.
Yeah,
That's always good to have people like that around you to inspire you like that.
yeah, yeah,
So I've been following you. Doing your strides. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I'm gonna say a lot. As you know me, I speak a lot, especially when I wanna give
yeah,
people their props. One thing that I find very, very different about you and the guys in the movement, I don't know if I'm allowed to call it a movement, but guys who are doing the same thing as you guys, dressing
yeah.
elegantly,
The
making sure.
family. Yeah.
Is it something that's just deeper than clothes, or is just you guys just want to look good? Is it deeper? Is there brotherhood? Because from me looking from outside, I see a lot of like self-respect. I see a lot of self-discipline from it. Am I getting the right vibe from what you guys are showing me?
Yeah, obviously it has to start as an individual before we even go to the brothers, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, yes, it then became a family to me, and we then try to understand each other individually before the clothing, to understand a person. Then it grew to other things also, like creativeness, business, men's talk also. We need that as men to speak about things that
Yeah.
are happening around the society. Being a great man, being a gentleman. So there's education behind the movement. It's not about just clothing. It's also understanding what you're wearing.
Yeah.
Where does it come from? Is it a good time to wear this? There's a lot of education behind that. And we also grooming men, the manhood, you know,
Oh, wow.
through this kind of movement and style.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So talking about style, man. I call you my clothing guru, the fabric genius, the
That's
president
what you
himself.
call me. Yeah.
Put him around if I want to. What
Yeah.
style what style are you guys? What is your style? What is influencing your style? And if somebody wants to know a little bit more about your style, what defines your guys' style? I see you wearing a blazer and a clean T-shirt. I think you once told me about this minimalistic, I think, approach and thing. So if you can just elaborate more for somebody like me who just puts on clothes, what is the influence of the way you guys or the way you are dressing right now?
So obviously, I'll tell you from my personal side, it was my grandfather.
Yeah.
He was artistic in terms of the suits and stuff. But then we have a lot of influence. So influence from Europe, influence from Italy,
Mhm.
um, and we have also the African guys, the Afro dandies.
Yeah.
Um, and I've learned from Afro dandism, and finding my path uh, into the minimal look, looking very elegant but simple, like not doing too much, but obviously this is a preference. So obviously, um, for someone who wants to understand my kind of style, obviously it's menswear.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
um, you have your jackets, sports jackets. You have your suits.
Mhm.
You have your blazers, and obviously there are categories. You can call this a blazer only to find out that it's not a blazer. So there's education behind
Okay.
that, which my plan from now on is not just to post. We used to post
Mm.
just to post to look good, but now it's good to be educational. With the menswear. So this is a menswear look.
Okay.
You elegant. Sometimes you use your shirt, your ties. You know, so I'm more into a suited lifestyle. You know,
Hmm.
but there is a street lifestyle too, which also you can look elegant and clean. Having the street look, and yeah, there's a lot of styles. It depends on what you prefer and who you follow and who inspires you and what you love.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's dope.
Yeah,
I hear you. I hear you. So, you know me, man. I'm a loyalist. I'm a Chuck Taylor loyalist, which means whatever I gotta wear, I
yeah,
gotta always wear all stars. Even if I'm going to
yeah.
meetings, I gotta make sure that I make all stars
You
work.
look good on those things, bro.
Give thanks, give thanks. So,
Yeah,
you check what I mean. So, if for somebody who's at home right now and they want to represent, they say you guys, you always tell me dress the way you want to be addressed, and
yeah.
there's somebody who's sitting there and they just want to start, they want to, get into it. What would you say is the first step they need to take? Would you say is the education part of they must just go dive in and find clothes that they kind of like, or do they need to know a
Yeah,
secret?
I think before even going to the educational part, passion is the most important thing, because I wouldn't have understood, the education part of suits if I never started. Obviously, you have people who influence you around, may it be music, or there's someone you look up to, and there's a style that you look up to. Then what you then do is you look up to them, then find ways to maneuver or create your own style out of that. That's the first important thing. Then you can start with researching. Okay, cool. The trousers that I'm wearing. What kind of trouser? What kind of fabric is this? When should I wear it? Should I wear it in summer, winter, things like that? So it's good to be true to yourself,
Yourself.
because obviously you have to be comfortable with what you're wearing too.
I
You
will.
can't just wear something without being comfortable. So it
Okay.
starts with passion.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was with Sui the other day. You know Sui, our mutual
yeah,
friend. We had a conversation,
yeah,
and you know him too. He's into clothes and brands
yeah.
and I asked him the question that I'm gonna ask you now. Um, do you feel like we have designers to feed all kinds of styles or to have different kinds of styles in South Africa? When I'm talking about designers, I'm talking about guys who are taking fabric and turning it into clothing, not guys who are getting clothes that are already made from China, for example, and
Or
print them.
tailors.
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah,
about people. Yes, that's the name. You see, that's why you hear.
yeah.
That's why you hear. So you can tell me they call tailors. You know what I mean? So do we have enough tailors for me to go get a fabric and get a garment made that's gonna be one of one, even if I want to sell it, but every process of it is being made here in South Africa? Do we have that independency in the fashion world?
We do. I can name my friend, uh, Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you should check him out on all social platform. He's a very young, talented man. Young man. We do have that talent where they he just gets fabric and designs whatever. Um, that you might give him. When it comes to streetwear too, he's that guy. When it comes to menswear with suits, he's that guy too. So we do have those kind of people. It's just that in Africa we just have to grow a bit, because there's still more that needs to be done with designers around the African continent. But like in Asia, in Italy, in Europe, it's the tailoring business is very serious. It's very important. They understand what they're actually designing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we need to step into that. Yes, we design by passion, but there's also the educational side where we have to understand the fabrics. Winter and summer fabrics. Sometimes we even make mistakes. I would wear a winter suit summer.
Yeah,
There's kind of fabric that you have to understand.
I didn't even
That,
know there
yeah.
was a difference.
Yes. So like winter, you have tweeds,
Oh,
corduroy. Remember we used to wear corduroys a
yeah,
lot.
yeah, yeah.
Those were winter clothes, but we would wear them anytime as young
Anytime.
kids.
Wow, okay.
You know, so the fabric does play a significant role. So we have designers who are actually there right now in South Africa, and the menswear. I have friends. We're trying to educate. I have a friend called Sean Ndo from Limpopo also.
Oh, wow.
He's very educated when it comes to understanding the fabrics and understanding the menswear, understanding this lifestyle, and understanding the tailoring side.
Mm.
So he would educate me and say, okay, cool. There's people who tailor, but they don't understand, the tailoring art. Like when another tailor looks at the suit and you say, okay, cool. There's some detail that is missing. They just tailored the suit because you just have to wear it. So we have those people upcoming in South Africa, if I may say, and we are going big. We are going big. We are going big, and we're taking this very seriously. Yeah, man, and there's room for growth, if I may say.
Yeah.
But I'm playing that part, growing the menswear in
Mm.
South Africa.
Mm.
It's no more about the pictures now, guys. It's more about education, and you shall see that as time goes on.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I remember you were telling me that you guys are in conversations with big retailers that sell men's clothing in terms of educating them in understanding uh, the clothing industry, or how you guys are ushering the clothing industry and you wanting to be the same as the world and all of that. How big is that conversation in terms of, because I was thinking about it, if I just walk into any retailer, not mentioning any names, to go buy a suit, but people out there know who we're talking about,
Yeah.
Would I get the right information to buy the right suit for the occasion that I'm going for? Because what I'm hearing from you is this is not a process of just finding a blazer, for example, and putting it on and saying like I'm going out. It's a well thought out. Okay, cool. This is what I'm going out. I'm going out to have drinks. I'm going out to have with friends. So would do you think how important was your conversation, you guys, with those retailers in the background in trying to show them and educating them on how to advertise these things and how the culture is working on the ground?
It's kind of difficult because obviously they're thinking on the business view kind of uh, thinking, and we're thinking on the culture side, on the understanding of tailoring. It was kind of difficult. The most important thing, obviously, is to educate them, with what we have. And, with the power of social media, they are seeing the differences of a tailored suit and a suit that you get from retailer.
Mm.
Which is not a bad thing. It's just that it's good to sell something that you understand, which retailers mostly don't do sometimes, or most of the time. It's more of business. Hence, I'm saying we need to still play a big role, and obviously, we have to educate without breaking relationships. It's important to learn from one another. So that might teach us, the business side. We can then also instill the education on the menswear side, so they understand what they're doing. So that's something that obviously we're working on. But with the power of social media, they are realizing the the power of how we wear suits and how we are different from retail clothing.
Hmm. That's important.
Yeah,
Do you do you
yeah.
do you feel do you feel like you guys are well represented when it comes to retailers on the floor in terms of accessibility and being able to come up with your style? Do you feel like if now I go out and I'm not really looking for tailors or designers, I just want something quick, do
Mm.
you think it's possible for me to get out there and find something decent that I will be standing next to you as a guy who has this knowledge and people who couldn't tell that I have more knowledge or you have more knowledge on the clothing that you are wearing?
Yeah, it's possible to get something. Obviously, you just have to understand what you're wearing.
Okay.
We're not saying you won't look good getting a suit from a retailer, but obviously, it's how important you take it when it comes to menswear. If you really are into menswear, you would want a tailored garment, but you still can look good with the retailed suits and garments. So, looking good starts with you before someone tells you. So before, it's not about the brand, it's not about what I'm wearing. We live in an age where, if I have this, Louis Vuitton, I am more important or look greater. But you can look very clean and classy with whatever you have. Hence, I started with thrifting. Just to give you a background story, I never went to retail. I just love thrifting, using, old garments and making them look good. And people would think, okay, that's an expensive garment that you're wearing.
Mhm.
But only to find out, I thrifted it, then tailored it, then, as I grow, you would want bespoke clothes. So bespoke, clothes that are designed for you, for your body. So that's
Oh,
where
wait,
bespoke
wait,
comes
wait.
in. So,
I need to add that one to the
so
dictionary. Bespoke means
yeah,
stuff that's designed for you.
he is designed, and,
Hmm.
the tailor would take time to
So it's
just,
a one of one.
take measurements. It's not the retail, or the retail one is not bespoke. It's just okay. It's a size, So bona pambi, we'll see how it it,
So it might not fit you.
it
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 might
works
not
for
fit
you.
your body the way it's
Yeah,
supposed to.
it might fit you, but it might not look good on you. You might be tall, you might be
Hmm.
short for it, even though the size is
It's the
there.
right
But
size.
so bespoke, it will be guaranteed made for you.
Wow. Okay, that makes sense. Damn. So do you feel? Cause you know me. I'm always thinking the extreme in terms of being
Yeah.
independent. Do you feel like? Cause I know you're a king now. You just got your land back. More power to that. Do you feel like we will ever have a brand of suits coming from South Africa, a whole brand of suits where I can go and get my suit tailored from a tailor and they have an establishment? If I have to make an example, something like what Dapper Dan was doing, where even if he was bootlegging Gucci, in Harlem, which is a neighborhood, he had like a place where you can go and feel elegant and get a suit that you know it's one of one and it looks dope. Not saying that the designers are not, because I'm not really that much into fashion, and the fashion that I'm into in terms of accessibility is very far. When I look at
Yeah.
designers, I just want the garment to go to the summers. I'm not even known at the summers. I'm just the guy at the background. I'm gonna walk the red carpet at least. I don't want to be breaking 40K on a suit. I know it sounds a little bit
Yeah.
cheap, but is there an option for a guy who's not willing to break a bank, 100,000 on a suit? Is there options? Are you guys planning on giving? Because my dream for me is to able to provide, for example, clothing for my hood, which is quality but still at a very reasonable price, without them compromising
Yeah.
and having a shirt that they buy for 80 rand, but they only wear it twice. I want them to have something they can live with, because then we have self-sustaining communities. Do you think
Last. Yeah.
that accessibility, or should we just rather say that people who are wearing this, who are in this kind of lifestyle, their brands are very, one of the things that makes it very unique is accessibility?
Yeah. We do have designers who understand fabric. So you have to understand that what makes a suit expensive also is the kind of fabric. You understand? But we have also fabric that you would get and last longer, and is something that anyone can access.
Yeah.
You know, and with tailors, obviously, you just have to have a relationship with tailors.
Oh yeah.
And it starts with the relationship. The expensive part starts when we put the branding and the names and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You can wear a most expensive suit, but honestly, it doesn't look that great.
Oh.
You can. I'm not shaming. You have to just understand, where you get your fabric and who's your tailor. And we're heading there where we have tailors that uh, I actually, how can I put it? Designing for anyone, you would like get a price. Okay, cool. I can afford this much, and they say, okay, cool. We can work on something. This is a fabric that you can work, but the fabric still is quality.
Oh wow.
So we're heading there where we want to help everyone, even if you're from a village, bro. If you love the menswear, we have tailors who understand and accommodate that, but at the same time also have to respect the tailors, the work that goes in there.
Yeah, true, true,
It's not
true,
just, well, bro, they go through a lot.
true.
They go through a lot, and they work hard. And obviously designing for you, that's special. You must understand that's a special garment for you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yo, like, much love,
so
much
we're
love.
heading there.
Much love to the people
Yeah.
who are watching actually live. I see interaction. There's a question for you here, RoneeDeep. I think this is somebody you have already had a conversation with. This is Yara. I remember you once
Yeah.
told me that dandy is more than just clothing. Can you explain to me again? Yeah, I think I had the same question. That's why actually, is it a lifestyle thing? Is it something that, is it a mental state that I have to be in for me to be dandy?
Yeah. So yeah, so before even the term dandy, I was speaking about character, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's important to understand that I can wear a suit, but my character, I can be someone different. There will be two people you would see. You can wear a suit, then someone has a bad character. And obviously with dandism, because now it had the clothing part, and we needed to bring the character with it. It's not quite good to have a suit, or even not even a suit, but wearing good clothes, but your character is bad.
Hmm.
So it was something that when I was being taught, with the Afro dandism lifestyle, with the meetings and stuff, I was taught that it's quite important not just to look the part, be the part.
Mm.
Um, so character, morality is very important
Okay.
when it comes to. So there's kind of like education when it comes to that.
It makes a whole lot of sense from a person who actually knows you. Being humble, the way you are and the way you carry yourself, it makes a whole lot of sense. Right. And then
Yeah,
something big happened. As always, I'm always that friend who always checks up on my friend. Sometimes I stalk them
yeah,
because I want to see their success and I want to celebrate every minute of it. So
Yeah.
I tend to actually look at everything they do, even if they think it's small. To me, it's always huge because I know having people like that around you is important. Having people are always gonna remind you you in the right path is important. Sometimes I feel like I'm
Yeah.
here for that. So I saw when you posted Flosham, and then you are the brand ambassador of Flosham. Before you say anything, I think I remember when I was speaking with my mom. I told you my mom is a huge clothes fan. She's like, she used to dress my dad, and her closet, she probably like
Yeah.
have like, she has 4 or 5 closets right now that are full, and a house. And I told you that once you come to my house, I'm gonna make my mom show the clothes because I can't wear them because she's
Yeah.
female. But my dad's clothes,
Yeah.
my dad clothes, some of them are there, and the shoes and everything. It's just a lot. Like my mom loves, and she thrifts. She didn't even know that
Yeah.
it
They
was
took it
thrifting.
seriously.
Yeah, my mom
Yeah.
goes
They took it.
where you were telling me that you go, and then she actually thrifts, and then she gets
Yeah.
clothes. And the thing is, the clothes she wears, nobody has, and I've never seen it in the shop. It's
Yeah.
like one on one for her. But in that, Flusham was one of the brands that she used to talk to me about. Like, yo, if you had a Flusham shoe, Flusham
Yeah.
shirt.
It,
If you're a
it was a thing in the.
guy, the ladies will actually
Yeah.
look at you. And I saw you working with Flusham, and I saw the correlation and how you revive the brand and how you bringing back the brand in terms of me now. I wanna go and get a Flusham shoe. You check what I mean? That loafer looking nice. You know what I mean? I wanna go get that
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? So I can look
Yeah.
nice. How did that come about, man? How did that collaboration come about?
So I'm not alone in this one. I
I
have a
will.
dear friend, as I'm telling you, Sean, the
Sean, yeah.
guy. Yeah, we've been through a lot with that one. The funny thing is, that I was going through a lot before we even got the deal. So you would understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was a funny one, man. You send brands a proposal.
Mm.
I look at the brands that I would want to work with, and you would send them proposals. You will send them the nice pictures that you see on social media, to work with,
Yeah, yeah.
and they never respond. So, you know, it was kind of a funny story. I speak to my friend Sean. I say, Ocean, man, looking at Ocean, this is a good brand, man. It's a good brand, and it
Quality.
works with our kind of style, menswear.
Mm.
And they have these shoes that we need higher. And we would want to work with them because it would, establish, a lot of things,
Mm.
and just wrote an email to them
Wow.
saying, you know what, we would want to work, and we were just writing it, like a usual email because we've been rejected. So, okay, well, we actually are this kind of people. We are into menswear, and we want to collaborate. It was a collaboration first.
Yeah.
You know, funny thing, I remember I sent the email on Wednesday, and on Friday they said, guys, can we meet up in Melville? Okay, cool.
Oh, way.
Now I'm kind of shocked. Okay, what would they say?
Mm.
So I called my guy, Sean,
Mm.
my brothers. Hey, Sean. Hey, they replied, bro. Says, now you're lying. Um, you're joking, right? I'm saying, no, I'm serious. They replied, check this out. And then we meet, with the Flosham team, bro. And I see the managers also. I thought
Meet
I
with the
was with
salesperson.
the brand and the social media, but
Yeah.
they just came. And first of all, they told us to never take ourselves very lightly. We're doing a great job.
Wow.
And I was like touched, okay. Because you're trying to humble yourself sometimes, and you over humble yourself, which then you then put yourself in this small box
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you think you're not worth it. And they saw the worth, and it's not about how many followers you have.
Mm.
It's all about the passion that you have. We didn't have a lot of followers when we approached the brand. And when you approach brands, they want you to be on 10K to 20K.
Mm.
At that time I was on 1008 followers, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
And then we had a meeting, and they said, you guys are good. We would want for our brand. You represent us with the way you style yourself and the way you wear. Come get the shoes tomorrow. And said, what? Sure.
Just
Yeah,
like that.
tomorrow. And we went, and we and took this very seriously. with my friend Sean, and
Yeah.
we became family with Flosham, and we said we're gonna kill this shoot that we're gonna have, you know, and yo, I killed it. I was wearing my brown suit with my skinny shoes. Those are Tesla shoes, skinny shoes, the brown ones,
Tassel shoes.
and they were so amazed. They were impressed with our work, you
Oh,
know, and I don't know if you have the picture of me and Sean in studio. Then we worked on the second shoot,
yes, I have
and
that.
when we go to fetch clothes there, the staff members say, "Yo, you guys, man, you have changed everything here. Like you guys are cool.
Mm.
We never thought you were that cool. You come like normally to the shop, and we thought you were just random guys. But
You know
how
what
you
you're doing.
brand Flosham is very beautiful." And I said, "Okay, thank you." And yeah, man, and we became family. And I hope there's more to come. I believe there's more to come. The lockdown obviously has hindered us from working, but yeah, there's more coming with the Flosham campaign. And yeah,
That's dope. That's
there's
dope.
more coming. Let me just put it that way. Let me not give you a lot, but there's more coming.
That's enough for me to know. That's enough for me to be happy about.
Yeah,
You talk a lot about your relationship with Sean, and learning from
yeah,
each other and pushing each other. Sean is the guy that's
yeah,
on screen right now for the guys who are wondering. I just put
yeah.
his
He's my
picture.
brother, that one. I call him a brother, eh?
Yeah.
He's not my friend, he's a brother.
Talking about brothers, I saw the rise
Yeah,
of. I don't know where to put him. I don't know where to put him because he's very, very multi-talented. When they say multi-talented or very passionate and ambitious, this is the true
yeah.
definition. Your brother Fop. When you
My
start,
blood brother.
yeah, blood brother Fop.
Oh, I
Is
don't want to be in tears with that one, man. That one puts me into tears sometimes.
yeah, he's a special breed. He's a special breed. I'm gonna have a conversation with him one of these days. But just a little bit, how
Sure.
important was it for you to have a brother who you believed in the same thing, you have the same passion, and the way you guys help each other? How important is that relationship, that brotherhood? Because I've seen you guys, everything you do, he supports, everything he does,
Yeah,
you support. Like you're always there for each other, like even go the extra mile. Because I grew up, I don't have a brother. I was the only boy at
yeah,
home, so I never had that. So every time I think I've told you this, every time when I experience you guys together, it's
yeah,
like, wow, this is like having, you know, me again, a double of me, because he understands what I want and he helps me now
yeah.
what I want. I know maybe sometimes you go through maybe fights, but I think those fights are worth it. How important is that relationship, to have with your brother?
For me, it's very important. Um, I would say it's a gift. Because in family sometimes you don't clash. You clash, like you have fights and stuff. But for me, he's been a gift from birth. That guy has been a gift.
Oh,
Um, Passionate. You could see it from a young age. I'm sure you have noticed it.
yes.
Um, and it sometimes brings me into tears because we come from a rough background. When people see me, they thought we had it easy, or we're having it easy.
Mm,
And it made me proud for my dad to also say that, what, you guys, I love your relationship, and that's what I want. That's what we've been having from our family. My dad and his brothers, they've been like that, and we're carrying on with that same thing. you know and where I go, he comes. I don't like close channels for him. He's with me, and he was never also into this menswear thing
mm,
until I dialed him for his metric dance, and he said, "Wow, okay, this is dope." I said, "Okay, let's go for an event." And we went for an event, and our relationship actually grew more. I think the past 3 years, when he's then started to be in varsity, when I then started, staying with him. I understood him. I understood his passion. Um, and I'm also surprised of the things that he does. I would give him advice, and depends if you take the advice, but he takes it to an extra mile, and he's doing things that I wouldn't have done. When you are in
that age.
varsity, he's collaborating with DJ Smooth, with Fire.
Yeah, yeah,
He has his group of friends or business partners, I may say, because they're taking it very seriously, where they create content called Style My Brand.
yeah.
He was the face of it, the producer, and he's part of directing that at the young age, man. And that was like, wow,
Mm.
I love how we execute things. And every day, bro, he's just that guy who wakes up, wants to follow a dream, and our relationship has grown from that. He knows and understand where I come from. He's a guy who encourages me, and he sometimes say, okay, cool. You don't take me seriously because you want, to get encouraged by others. But I'm telling you, you cool, man. You dope. And to hear that from your younger brother,
Yeah,
it's quite, great.
that's dope.
So I pray that it continues like that. And yeah, guys,
Same here, man.
watch out for this kid. He's
Same
gonna
here.
do the most.
Same here. I know.
Yeah.
I know. I know. One I had my first conversation with Fob. I think we were standing outside. It was cold. That's when I had a one-on-one with him, with nobody being there. And
Yeah.
the first thing he said to me was, "I'm gonna be a millionaire." And I was like, "I'm
Yeah.
gonna be a millionaire too." I think from that
Yeah.
day, our mind is just being synced, because every
Yeah.
idea I come up with, he's sitting there and he comes up with his idea. So I just love having conversations with him. And it's like young blood that he's soaking
And he
so
looks up to you.
much. Yeah, he's soaking so
Yeah.
much information and he's using the information, not just soaking it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time when I watch his statuses and everything, he's pushing me, he's motivating me.
Whoa.
It's war all the time with Fob. You know what I mean? And I've seen it. I've seen that work with you too. Where you get into a zone where you're doing a lot now. On that
Yeah.
topic, for those who don't know, as much as you dress well, you actually make dope ass music that represents how you dress. And your music is
Yeah.
different. For those who don't know, you're killing it in Brazil like nobody's business. I think Solution Deluxe just came out. It's trending on Traxsource. You're doing
Yeah, it
great
is.
things overseas. Record labels want to remix your music all over the place. Even down here in South Africa, people are appreciating your music. How does it feel, man? A
Yeah.
little bit on the music. How does it feel to
It's
work
all
on something and get people to respond that way?
it's overwhelming, honestly. Um, Firstly, I never how can I put this? My craft, I never took it that important. I would also downgrade myself when it comes to my music. I wouldn't trust in my sound. But the funny thing that the people loved it, that then grew to me. Okay, cool, let me just do it for the love. And yeah, man, and I released, an album called Solution, which is now top 100 on Traxsource. Just found out yesterday.
Big
Number
up.
63. Yeah,
Congratulations
we
on
had
that, man.
top 10. Yeah. And yeah, man, and people just want to work with me. And I found the power of collaboration with a lot of people. Yeah, man, the music thing is coming quite nice. I have bigger news, great things that are coming. I think it's time for me to step out of the box, and then go out there and grab what's mine
Yeah.
and just share the creativeness, share my emotions through music, share my experiences. So yeah, man, there's a lot of things happening. Yeah, and thanks to the brothers around me, Kulile,
Big
you
up to
know,
Kolwako.
thanks to Gift,
Big
oh,
up to Gift.
it's been part of my journey also.
Yeah.
Very humble, but yeah,
It's good to have
and
people
yeah,
around you, man. It's good to have people who are willing
yeah,
to
and
help.
shout out to you, man.
I'm just a
Shout,
guy at the corner. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me.
yeah, you're a guy at the corner, but you're in my album. You're not in the corner in the album. Shout out to Anderson
Of
for
course,
always
Understand
believing in me, man.
Entertainment, man. Shout out.
Yeah, I don't want to miss out anyone. Shout out to Chris Blake for
Of
the
course.
critiques and your
Yeah, always
advices.
making it difficult for all of us to be the best we try to be.
Yeah,
You know.
he'll make you feel bad for the song you made actually, but you give you great
You're
advice.
not talking
Shout
about
out
that.
to Panele. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You're not talking about that. A lot of people, I keep on telling them, I'm surrounded by billionaires in constructions. And
yeah,
I wrote that on my status today, and I got a lot of people who I was directing that status to, and they were coming back to me and be like, who are these
shout
friends?
out,
I'm like, nah, that's you. They're thinking I'm talking
shout
about
out.
somebody that
Yeah,
I know. I'm like, nah, I'm talking about you because I can see you. I see you doing the work.
yeah,
I see you every day being the realest you can be. I see you putting in the work. I see you believe in it. I feel your energy when you tell me about your dreams, and I can see you working on it. There's no way. There's
Yeah.
no way. There's no way it's not gonna happen as long as we're putting what we're putting, as long as the brotherly love is out there. That's why these
Yeah.
conversations are there to show people that I am around people who are doing really great things, and I'm blessed to be
Yeah.
around those people, and I'm really, really grateful to be though. I want to celebrate you guys every step of the way. I want
Thank
to
you.
remind you, you remember when you're going to have that one number one album on Traxos. I'm going to
Yeah.
remind you that you remember Solution when we're talking about it in
Yeah.
July. That because I want these memories and I want people to know because you guys really work hard and I see this hard work. So I'm that guy
Yeah.
who's going to give you your props now every day and make sure
Thank
that you
you.
understand that what you're doing is great. Check.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just wanna also encourage the guys, around us or who are listening,
Yeah,
Um, when people see the end product, they think that we got it easy. It's never easy. We go through a lot. So I just want to encourage someone who's listening that what, as long as you're consistent, follow your passion daily, despite the storms that may come.
facts,
That things are real.
facts,
And
and pray.
we've been through a lot, Chuck.
Mm,
Some things we can't say it here, but yeah, but just to help the brother who's there or sister
mm,
who's out there saying that what, I'm giving up.
yeah, be
We've
there
been through a
always.
lot. Yeah, but just be hungry
Mm,
every day.
just be
So
on.
look for that thing that drives you again. Yes, you might fail.
It's part
Just
of it.
dust yourself off and stand up, run the race again.
Yeah, it's part of it. It's
You know?
part of it. We as brothers, we gotta uplift each other. When you're feeling down and you're feeling like you're
Yeah,
out, I must be there to hold your hand and take you out, so that when that happens to me, I can do that. So we can create a generation of people who understand. We can rely on each other. We can be there for each other. Where I can help
yeah,
and I know I can help, I'm gonna do it. What I mean? Even if I have to fight you to help you, I'm gonna do it because I am there.
yeah,
I understand, and that's why I always love having conversations with you and music. I wanted to ask, man, your album Solution, it's a trip. It takes you from very, very soulful vocals, and then as it goes,
Afro,
yeah, it
Afro
changes to this village, you know,
village. Yeah,
disco kind of
yeah,
sound, but it works. It works because people I've been talking to and
yeah,
people I've seen people comment about it. That's one thing they realize, like, yo, you showed how versatile you are from track number one to the last track. You show how versatile you can be in terms of capturing, and actually taking the sound to places like Brazil. I think Brazil is probably the one of the places where you get played. You get played more than in Brazil, more than in South Africa, if I'm not
yeah. There's
mistaken.
so much love, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ed Ground, Brazilian crew.
Oh, wow.
It's a house label. Shout out to Kulile for putting me on the plug,
Oh,
by
wow.
putting me on the remix that I had to do, and they discovered my sound there, and they said, "Oh, we would want to work with you." I've been doing remixes for some guys there in Brazil, and there's a good relationship.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. Even though you might not appreciate yourself, people will appreciate you
Mm,
out there,
mm,
and you might feel like you're not doing the most, but I've learned something. It's a journey,
yeah.
and my sound is very versatile. I'll never box myself. I've noticed that there's a lot of things that I can actually do. Um, I was testing that during the lockdown. There's a lot of things that I've discovered about myself,
Mm-hmm.
with production and stuff. I've been learning. It's been a great journey. Yeah, man.
And your journey through DJing, because I feel like you have a very unique, like, for people who have never seen this, for people who have never seen RoneeDeep DJ. So let me put it out there.
Yeah,
Let me paint a picture for you. Right. Imagine a show, great lights, smoke machines. Lights are dim. This figure walks into the stage wearing a suit, looking slick, like he just stepped out of the red carpet or something, and then he goes on the decks. Before he
yeah,
even starts playing song number one, you're already done. This is a guy wearing a suit behind the desk at a party. It's about to go
yeah,
down, and
yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
you through that journey, and I think it's something that you're really getting into now. How is that journey? How is that journey treating you right now? What I mean? How?
Yeah, for now, because of the lockdown, honestly, I was still kind of discovering my performances. I would want to merge it with kind of a live setup. But it was a kind of a difficult journey for me, right? But that's where I'm heading for those who really follow me.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to be just a DJ.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm not DJ RoneeDeep. I'm RoneeDeep. I'm a musician.
Tell your
I'm
story.
versatile. Yeah, I'm versatile, and I might be doing something soulful. The next day, I might be doing something that's uh, like deep house, or I can be doing R&B, or I'm a piano. I don't want to box myself. I'm just a musician, so yeah. But my journey is to work with a live band.
Mm.
Um, to give you something that you wouldn't expect. Obviously you know the song from listening it from all platforms, but imagine you going to listen to a live performance that was kind of different. Wow. You know, I want to give people a different taste
Mm.
when performing live. But yeah, we're heading there. I'm working on that. There's more that you want to see from Ron
Oh,
soon.
oh,
A
that's
lot.
dope. How how the relationship between the clothes and the music? How what's that relationship? Is there any relationship at all? Is there a link in between? Do you kind of like view them the same or appreciate them the same?
Yeah, I do appreciate them the same. Obviously, it comes from passion. I'm passionate when it comes to clothing,
Mm.
passionate when it comes to music. And my music, apparently, people say my music accommodates the way I dress.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my type of sound.
Mm.
Okay, wow, okay. I'd never said that, but the people could just then discover that themselves. That okay, your music goes with the way you your clothing and your style and stuff. It's good that now these two passions now merge together and become one. So yeah, man.
Oh, well, oh, well. And for the people who are watching there out there, again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for making this, a good space. I see a lot of people commenting. You have a lot of people who love you. Greatest producer I know. Congratulations, big up. One of the best producers I know.
Oh, thank you.
Mr. Positive. That's Chris Black. Big ups, King. That's all the love that's coming your way. And one thing that I've learned is we gotta start appreciating and taking this love the way it is and not
Yeah,
question it. We gotta be able to
yeah,
start appreciating ourselves and other people without expecting anything back and being truthful and honest about it, as brothers to uplift ourselves. Right. So,
yeah.
Mr. RoneeDeep, we've been chatting close to an hour. Let me give you a time. I know you're a preacher. You're about to give me some knowledge. Drop it on me. Drop it
No,
on me.
I just want to appreciate my brothers that I'm surrounded with right now
Oh, wait.
on the men's wear.
Mm.
Sean,
Sean. Big up to
I just
Sean.
want to appreciate the brother like right now, like what, and just say thank you, bro, for being there through ups and downs. Thank you for educating me, even though
And
I'm the
and I
one who's
wanna
on the
have a
platform.
conversation with Sean. Can it be arranged?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I will.
It's needed.
I will.
Yeah.
And
Thank
Boydie. Mm,
it's needed.
yeah,
I'm telling you, what I've given you is just the foundation.
yeah.
But there's still more.
Well,
I just wanna, thank Mr. Miyaketsi. Wanna thank
shout out.
who else? I don't forget anyone,
Mr.
but yeah.
Makits you're talking about is DJ Meg.
No, the other Miyaketsi. I'm talking about
Oh,
the styling
the
side,
styling side.
the
Okay.
men's wear.
Okay.
Money, Boyd, yeah, and my younger brother too.
Oh, well.
And also on my house side, music brothers. I wanna thank Kulile, Gift, um, Bele, Tladi. Oh, Tladi is also an impact into my music. The passion he has, and
Yeah, he's
he motivates. Like he motivates, man.
Amen.
He's like a father in the house.
Amen. Clady is just a
Yeah,
guy who likes to see everybody succeed, man. Pure soul.
yeah. He
Pure
wants
soul.
people to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a pure soul.
So even though, yeah, even the people that I've forgotten, there's a lot of people that I didn't mention. You know yourself. You know, you've been part of my journey, and I just wanna give a shout out. And yeah, man,
Mm.
let's
Cool.
yeah.
So We are at the fun part of the whole conversation. It's been a good conversation to have with you. I know I'm gonna bring you back because I still wanna have a conversation about spirituality. And I know
Oh my.
you are very very deep person in spirituality. We have had this conversation, but I think there's somebody else. There's a
Yeah.
female that I would like to invite to, so the of us can have that conversation. I think you know who I'm talking about. But we'll
Yeah.
reveal as soon as so that we can have the independent state of like spirituality. You have made me learn a lot of stuff when it comes to spirituality and how nowadays a lot of people are misinterpreting a lot of things that are making people stay away from believing that there's a God, and all of those
Yeah.
things. But yeah, we're gonna have a conversation about that some other time. But for now, I'm going to ask you 10 out of 10, which is a surprise I didn't tell you about. So this is 10 questions. You can answer them however you like. This is general questions. So first of all, 5 things. If you were stuck in a desert, what is Mr. RoneeDeep taking to that desert? 5 things.
The things I would take to the desert.
Yeah. If you're stuck in a desert,
I
if
would
we
go
close, if we quarantining you in a desert for a month, what would you take?
my studio, man.
Oh, I
I
think
think I'll create something beautiful there, man. Yeah, my studio, a camera, my suits.
oh,
What else?
so we
My
can do.
spirituality, a
You need that always.
good
You need
place
that
to
always.
pray and connect. Yeah, I think I got 4 out of 5. That's what I can take there, man.
Oh,
Oh, and my person. Ooh, sorry
oh,
to.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, if she's watching, we appreciate,
yeah.
you know,
Glory
uh,
to God. Are you taking me to the spiritual?
nah, don't worry, we'll have a day for that, So I've
Yeah.
seen you on Fashion Week. Um, what I forgot to ask this, but I would like to ask this in this section. In like 2 sentences, what is the experience like at SA Fashion Week?
Yo, the experience is very great. You see talent of different designers and appreciate how people think out of the box,
Mm-hmm.
especially African designers. Wow. You go out there motivated, inspired, wanting to learn more, when it comes to clothing.
Mm,
So SA Fashion Week is great. There's a lot of inspirational journeys there and stories. And shout out to Boyd.
mm.
He was nominated to be part of that and to showcase his style, but the lockdown happened.
Yeah,
But you know what? Shout out to him. So
yeah.
we were actually going to support him this year.
Dreams deferred are not
But
dreams
we always
denied.
support by buying. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah.
Favorite designer or tailor?
Taylor, I'll
Yeah,
start here. Boyd, I'm
boy.
starting home.
Yeah, internationally.
Yeah. Ed Park is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. You caught me there.
No,
Ed Park,
I'm good with those. Don't even mention the other ones. That
yeah.
means that those are the first two people who come
The
into your mind.
refinery.
Nah, man, we good. If you had to go to any country because of their fashion sense or the way they dress, except South Africa, which country would you go to?
Asia.
Why
Asian
Asia?
guys.
What's
The
in
kind
Asia?
of designs and the suits,
I've seen you
the way
sharing a
they
lot
design.
of Asian guys who are wearing clothes, and I kind of like the fact that
Yeah, like
it's
wow,
not too
man.
formal.
It's not too much.
It's minimal. Oh,
It's
that's the minimalist thing you were
minimal.
talking about.
Yeah, it's minimal, which is a topic for another day. I think actually speak to Sean about that one. But
Okay.
yeah,
Now
Sean is the one. I blame Sean, eh?
you
I
be
blame Sean.
you
Sean
be
just killed me with that. And he killed me in a way that he inspired me. It's not like he just fed it to me.
yeah.
Just said, check these guys out. What do you think? So the minimal look for me is a nice thing, bro. It's very like you don't do a lot, but you stand out.
Oh, yo. So brands, international or local favorite brand.
Oof.
Hmm.
A tricky one because when you get tailored clothes, you forget the brands a
Okay.
lot.
If you had to be besides Flosshem, because you're already an ambassador for Flosshem, and big ups to that. If you had to be an ambassador
Yeah,
of a brand right now, which other brand would you be looking at, or a retail store, or whatever it is, or an independent person to be an ambassador for their? Who would you be looking to?
the tricky one because I never thought of it, but Zara, I think, can accommodate my kind of
Hmm.
style.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and yeah, Markham's was once there, but I would prefer Markham's for more, street style,
Okay.
and just basic clothes, not something with suits.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah.
Cool. That's 10 out of 10, man. Thank you again. Last
God
words.
bless.
What are you working on? How we should connect with you? Special requests from the people who are listening, because you have a lot of people on the chat who actually loves you, man, who stayed on for this hour. I think some people are hungry.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I see some people saying they're hungry here. Red Africa is there, Chris Black is there, Ben is there, Yara
Red
is
Africa,
there,
shout out.
Olwetu
Yeah.
is there, Clary is here.
Oh, I forgot my brother Olueti. Shout
You
out to
know,
him too. Yo, there's a lot
Tabo,
of people I forgot.
yeah, Tabo
Yeah,
Stevens
sorry,
is
but
here. You know,
yeah.
Trika is here. You know, Karabos, Busisa Roko, Tronic. There's a whole gang of people. Some of these people that are here are the loyal indie state gang. You check what I mean.
Yeah, I
But
know them. Yeah.
you
Shout
know,
out to them. Shout out.
you brought some people out, and I see my podcast going into other avenues in fashion that people who thought maybe this is all about just music, you broaden it up. Thank you again
Yeah,
for your time, and always willing to have these conversations with me. As I said, I'm serious. We need to have that spiritual independent state of your spiritual mind. I'm gonna let you know when that is gonna happen. Probably bring another guy out there. And to everybody who's out there who wants to tell their stories, who want to have a conversation with me, or just want to talk to me, hit me up. This is a platform for everybody. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be known. You don't have to have 1,000 subscribers. You can only have one subscriber or anything. I want to have a conversation with you as long as you have something to bring to the table. If you know other guys in any other industries, again, if you're listening to this, please make sure that we connect so that we can create our own independent state of everything, finances, everything. I'm looking for bankers. I'm looking for guys who can advise me in investments. I'm looking for guys who can advise me in starting our businesses. I'm looking for guys who can advise me in health and all of those things, and I can have this conversation. So if you know anybody and they passionate about what they do, this is the platform for that. This is an open space for us to have those conversation. You know, doctors, everybody. So last words, Mr. RoneeDeep. What are you working on? Where should we catch you? You know, how you feeling?
I'm working on beautiful music, greatest collaboration, which I can't say right now. But yeah, I'm working with great artists. And yeah, more music coming, working on remixes. I'm mixing a lot of songs for people. People want me on their remix packages, which is an honor for me. I'm humbled about that. So yeah, basically on all platforms, it's Ronnie Deep, RoneeDeep, RoneeDeep
I've
on
got
all
it.
platforms. That's it. Ronnie
Oh,
Deep.
much
Shout
love,
out.
man. You know, always say hi to the family. You know, I know Fop is
Yeah,
there somewhere, just making sure his brother is cool. You know, we
he always
appreciate
does
you
that.
guys. We appreciate you guys. Fop, can we see you on the camera? This is my next guy, guys. If
Yo,
you don't know, this is a future billionaire right there.
yo,
Um,
what's up, guys?
I'm good. I'm good. That's Fop. I'm gonna have a conversation with him. He's doing some really great things, you know, entrepreneurship and video stuff. You know, I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to that conversation. Again, Ronnie Deep, I really appreciate you for being here with me and everything that you have done for me, man. And the people who are
yeah,
listening, the indie state, you know, coming to you honestly. No, you know, no lies unfiltered, telling you our stories, how we made it, you know, kids
yeah.
with a dream. Here we are, you know, living our dreams. Again, shout out to everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. Much love.